The fight with my memory card continues. I'm in a standoff match with purchasing another memory card on principle alone because, yeah, I purchased one and I lost it immediately, which is honestly on brand. It's very on brand, so I shouldn't be too shocked. Today, I'm going to demo the nuface that I just received. I have been using this device for a while, but for some reason it breaks a lot. One of you guys told me on Instagram you do not experience this, so apparently this is a personal problem. But I have had 3 and they have all broken, and I've even purchased from different sources, and nuface themselves have sent me 2 replacements. So yeah, it's honestly crazy, but this device works. I mean, even after just using it the last 2 or 3 days, I see a difference. I see a difference in tone, texture, overall like plumpness. I am obsessed with it. I love the nuface. I love microcurrent. So I will demo it for you today. I like using it with the Bauer Beauty Peptide Serum because this is an oil-free serum, so you can use this as a conductor. The conductor needs to be water-based. It cannot be oil-based because oil is going to prohibit the electricity or whatever the hell it is from getting into the skin. So you need something that is water-based. So I love using this because it leaves no residue. Their conductor, the nuface conductor that they provide, it leaves a little bit of a residue. It's more occlusive feeling, but yeah, so I don't really like using that during the day because it makes me feel very oily, but I do like using it at night. During this video, I'm also going to be doing the Q&A. I did a Q&A on Instagram, and I'm also going to be going through those questions right now. It's a coffee kind of day. Okay, let's see what we're doing. On this day 4 years ago, oh my God, you guys, April 9th, 2019, this was right before my whole life changed. I love this mask. I love this time of year 4 years ago. That's a good memory. Okay, let's look. Q&A. So I did this Ask Me Anything Q&A on Instagram. So I'm gonna go through as many responses as I can while I nuface. My favorite clean eye cream. What do you mean by clean? Do you mean like plant-based? I love the squalane. By the way, look at my hair. Speaking of 2019, this is how I always used to do my hair in 2019. I swear I haven't used this barrel in so long. I used my bedhead barrel. I definitely have a tutorial on here from 2019, how I used to do these beachy waves. And I have not used this tool in so long. I don't know what inspired me. I just kind of was like, I'm overwearing my hair straight and I don't want to put rollers in because it's just too time consuming. So yeah, I did this. Because another good thing about this hairstyle, as long as you have one of these, well, basically any of my hairstyles can be preserved with this device, with this bobble. It's a bobble. I think that's what it's called. I'm obsessed with these. So I can put my hair up now and like take my hair down in 6 hours and it'll still look fresh and beautiful. And I don't understand it, but this is what we do. So my favorite clean eye cream. So I'll give you one from like a clean brand. That would be Biossance. The Biossance, the fuck is it called? Squalane Peptide Eye Gel. Okay, this is probably clean at Sephora. Yeah, it's vegan, it's clean and planet positive. Okay, so this eye cream is so incredible. Like, it is stunning, beautiful, gorgeous. I talk about it a lot. You see like an instant difference in the brightening under your eye. It's really unbelievable and it's very hydrating and plumping. So this is one of the first ones that is coming to mind. What face treatment is worth spending the money for? Well, honey, I can't shut up about the soft wave, honestly. If you want something for tightening, the soft wave is unbelievable. If you want something for texture, depending on like what stage of life you're in, the Jesner peel is unbelievable for texture. Like that will zap your texture and make your skin look smooth and gorgeous. A Jesner peel. It's also very strong, which is good. It's a salicylic acid based peel. And so it's going to help it's really aggressive and it really penetrates the skin and just smooths everything out and just makes your skin look freaking beautiful. It really depends on the practitioner, like how they apply it, because I've had I've had bad peels and I've had unbelievable peels, and it always comes down to the provider, like if they apply it in the right way. Soft wave though is like my new favorite thing. It's for tightening. It's like better than any other thing that I have tried, truly. Like it's like you see instant results. Wow, I just almost saw someone flip their jet ski. That was scary. You see instant results, but you also see results over the next 90 days. It's like one of those where it continues to get better and better and better. So I actually I just got the soft wave last week or 2 weeks ago, and I began drinking BCAAs, which contribute to collagen growth. And I'll be drinking those over the next 90 days to really ensure as much maximum collagen production as possible. I see a walk in my future, because it's like really nice out, and yeah, it's stunning, and it's Easter. Can you tell us how you became Puffy's mother? I cried when I saw this. Yes, let me see if I can find a photo. Okay, I found my child. This is from the first day that I met him. I got him in Houghton Lake. So I had decided I wanted a dog because I had a boyfriend, and I was like, living with my boyfriend. So I'm like, this would be the perfect time to get a dog, because I had to make the decision, am I a dog person or not? And if I'm a dog person, then I might as well just get a dog now, because it's like, at what point am I going to be ready? People are always waiting for the right time. And I'm like, you know what? It's as good of time as ever. And I'm sick of like being so focused on myself all the time. Like I wanted something else to focus on besides myself. So I made the decision to get a dog. I saw a couple dogs. I didn't like any of them. And then I lived in the Detroit area, right? But about 2 hours north, there's the city called Houghton Lake. And I was just on Craigslist. That was my main form of looking for a dog. And I was just searching Pomeranians because I knew I wanted a pom-pom. Like there were these Pomeranian puppies in Houghton Lake. There was a black one, a gray one, and then a panda one, which was Puffy. And I was like, I want the black one, because the black one, I just wanted a black dog. And plus that one was the runt. And so I wanted like a small dog. So my boyfriend and I go, and he decides he's going to get a dog too, by the way. And I'm thinking, I hope you're not thinking that this is going to be like something that's going to revitalize our relationship, because it was already kind of on the decline. I would have never driven to this destination though without him, because I was like, it's too far. I don't want to go. And then by the time I'm driving there, I'm like, well, there's no way I'm leaving without a dog, because I'm driving this far, right? So I was really scared of that commitment. I kind of am basically looking for a happy dog who's smart. A happy, healthy, smart dog. Those are kind of my criteria. My boyfriend at the time, he was like really drawn to the panda one. And he kept being like, you know, this one is like so unique. And I'm like, he is, but like his hair looked straggly compared to the others. And I was like being vain, and I wanted like a very like, you know, classic looking, very cotton ball type Pomeranian. But this was not that type of Pom. In fact, this family of dogs were like more classic Poms. They weren't the micro, they were like the full size Poms. Is this the longest story ever? I'm so sorry. I haven't even started my new face. Whatever. I have to tell the story, okay? So he was already like he was 2.5 pounds when I got him. So this is the picture. Can you see? This was literally the day that I met him. And he looks like a baby bunny bear. And anyways, like look at this face. Right before I started esthetician school. So yeah, he's the most ridiculous baby that's ever existed, obviously. But at the time I didn't know that. At the time I didn't see that. So I was kind of like, I was just more scared of having a dog than anything, because I never had a dog and I was so scared. So like my boyfriend and I stayed there in Houghton Lake for the night, because it was like such a long drive. We're like, why not just make a little vacay out of it? So we committed to getting this panda dog and then the gray dog for his son. We went back to the hotel that night, and like I was like panicking and scared, but I'm like, I am not leaving without a dog. And what made me really happy that day. I was panicking, but a couple things made me really confident. As we were leaving their house to go back to the hotel, we're like, we'll come back and we'll get them tomorrow. We paid for them and whatnot. Puffy like made dead eye contact with me. He was like dead eye contact with me. And so that was really important to me because that indicates intelligence. And he would not break eye contact as I was leaving. And so I was like, okay, well, that makes me feel more comfortable. You know, at least I know that he's smart. And then my boyfriend took this picture. Like when we got back to the hotel, he was like showing me. So he took this picture. Okay, this is obviously abnormal. By the way, if you want to follow Puffy, it's Puffy Bauer. So yeah, I'm like, oh, he's like a really happy dog. And that was very important to me. So I saw that image and we went back the next day and, you know, brought them home. This was on the car ride home. He kept crawling like up here and would sit like right here. And this is like him with his birth parents. You know, it's cute. His birth mom actually checked in with him for like 6 months afterwards. And this is the first day he came home. And I just totally wish that I was so obsessed with him then, but I really wasn't. I was like more like panicking and nervous and feeling like I made a mistake. So I couldn't even appreciate his sweet little baby everything, but he was 8 weeks old here. That's how I became Puffy's mother, and then I broke up with my boyfriend like a month later, and it was a catastrophe, and I was a single mom working 2 jobs and with a baby child, and it was really fucking stressful, and I felt guilty full time. And it was like literally the worst thing ever. Okay, next question. What dry shampoo do I use? Let me show you. The dry shampoo I'm currently using is the Not Your Mother's Plump for Joy bodybuilding dry shampoo, orange mango. I really don't care. I just don't care about dry shampoo at all. I buy anything that's in the drugstore for the most part. Dry shampoo is one of those things where there are some that are better than others, but I use it so much. And it's like they are pretty much all the same from my experience. They're pretty much all the same. So this is the one I currently use, and I also use it as like a, what is that called? Texturizing. I also use it as a texturizing spray. So I spray it in clean hair too. But it's fine. Hair care product reviews. That could be a whole video. That could literally be a whole video. Okay, let me put my hair up so I can start nufacing. In order to really maintain the hair, what I like to do is flip over and get like a really loose ponytail and then just make 1, 2. You know, nothing crazy. And then I pin the back up. I think I might skip the hair care product review question and maybe like answer that in a full other video. It's a lot. Okay, so I'm applying the Bauer Beauty Peptide Serum in one quadrant because obviously it's going to dry and absorb. Otherwise, you can't apply it to the full face. I like to put it on the biggest setting, and then it beeps to let you know the pace. Like you hold it until it beeps, but I don't really pay all that much attention to that. This basically microcurrent is stimulating the muscle and the collagen production in the deeper layers of the skin. So basically with microcurrent, you have to think like you're training the muscle to go where you want it to go. So that's why, you know, you can lift upwards. You can like give yourself a little bit of a brow lift right here, right here. So you can just keep that in mind when you're using the nuface. So how long did it take for you to develop your product and sell it online? Well, that's a tough question. It took me about, hold on, I need to change my battery. So how long did it take for me to develop my product and sell it online? Well, I conceived of the idea to have a skincare company in 2014. Then it took me about a year to get my esthetician's license. And then it took me like 4 or 5 years. The only thing with using like this peptide serum or any water-based serum other than their conductor is it evaporates quicker. So you have to keep applying it But that's the one advantage of their conductor, is because it has that tacky stickiness, it doesn't really evaporate, which leaves your skin tacky, but it also, you don't have to keep applying it over and over again. Whereas this one, you do have to keep applying it, but I just like to put it on my hand and then just keep applying it. I had my license by 2016, and then I launched in 2020. It took me several years to get my mind right. It was really mentality. It was like my mindset needed to be right. But during that time, during that 4 years, while I was getting my mind right and then saving the money, it didn't take me 4 years to save the money. Honestly, it only took me like 6 months to save the money once I had a job that paid me. But, you know, it took me several years to get my mind right, to get the confidence to feel like I could do it, and then get the confidence to quit corporate and actually get a job that actually paid me money, where I could have disposable income and save enough money in order to fund the project, because I wasn't like feeling like getting a investor, because I really wanted to bootstrap it. I wanted to test my own ideas. I wanted to figure it out for myself. And then I was researching labs during that time and sales channels. I discovered Amazon in 2017. You know, the mentors that I hired to help me launch my product in 2017. But then I was like, oh my God, I don't want to pay that much money for a mentor. Would rather do it myself because it's free. And then like I tried to do it for so many years, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't do it myself. And then I finally had the money, and I was like, fuck it, let me hire this mentor in December of 2019. And then by April of 2020, I launched a product on Amazon. So I decided during that 4 years was like, yeah, me getting the confidence to know I could do it, saving the money, figuring out which labs to use, which labs I liked, figuring out sales channel. Like the sales channel is there, and the manufacturers are like some of the most important components. Like, how are you going to sell it and how are you going to make it? So it's just like a lot of research. I would just Google, like, honestly, I YouTubed a lot of it. I used YouTube for a lot of research and wound up finding my lab that way. And, I have multiple labs now, about 6 years, I guess. But the thing is, it doesn't have to take that long. It's really like a lot of it is, like I said, the confidence and then figuring it all out. So you're supposed to go over each area 3 times, but I typically go over it like 300,000 times. I don't know why. I just kind of use it. I'm using it as a massage tool. Pimples become dark, raised bumps that don't come to a head. How to treat or fix. Okay, pimples become dark red bumps that don't come to a head. Yes, those are cystic breakouts. So benzoyl peroxide is the best way to treat those. I have one literally right here. Is it right there or right here? I think it's right here. I have one right there. So yeah. Okay, so the best thing to do for those is, this is what I do. I put oil. When I have a cystic pimple, I put oil on it. It actually does help it to come to the surface and come to a head. So I love to put oil on it because then I can kind of extract it. But if it never comes to a head, benzoyl peroxide is the best and only treatment I would probably recommend, because benzoyl peroxide is scientifically proven to treat cystic breakouts. It's the best treatment for it. So I'd recommend a spot treatment of benzoyl peroxide, and then I would just recommend eliminating the root cause. Okay, I get these breakouts. Sometimes it's hormonal for me, stress or diet or whatever. So I try to like eliminate the root cause. But then when you get it, it's kind of like there's really nothing you can do other than be patient. And then obviously, use products that have lighteners in them, hydroquinone or kojic acid. The Bauer Beauty glycolic acid peel has kojic acid and lactic acid, both which are good for brightening. The vitamin C serum by Bauer Beauty, we have a couple brightening ones because I just love brightening stuff. You just kind of have to be patient with it and then try not to get them. Is that an annoying answer? Have you tried Skin Better? I'm loving their stuff. I don't know, let me Google it. Skin Better. No, I have not. I have seen their stuff though. It looks really nice. One of my med spas here, they have Skin Better. They sell it. It looks really nice. I've seen a lot of people talk about them. But no, I've never. Can I use a peptide serum starting in my early 20s? Yes, ma'am, you certainly can. This is what I'm using right now. Peptide serums will never stop being great. Like, peptide serums are the new hyaluronic acid, first of all. Like, you don't even need hyaluronic acid. All you need is a peptide serum. And peptide serums are like multifunctional. Peptide serums are not like some super strong anti-aging ingredient like retinol or acid. These are ingredients that are only giving to your skin. They're not taking away from the skin. Any type of anti-aging ingredient that's taking away from the skin is going to put you at greater risk for irritation and inflammation, which that's why, you know, it's not recommended for people under a certain age. But with peptides, they're not taking anything away from your skin. They are only giving to your skin, and therefore there's no risk with using them. There's only reward. Okay, I had to turn my camera off because it was overheating. I do like 3 sections on each side of the face. I do like one that's like very under the eye, like this. And you have to move slow because that's how microcurrent is best delivered. Like I said, you're training the face and the muscles to go where you want them to go. So it's like the slower you go, the better. Then you hold it. You hold it right there until it like beeps, you know? That's why it beeps. It literally feels so freaking good too. Okay, will there be a sunscreen in the future? That's an amazing question. I have tried so many sunscreen formulas and I have never found one that I have a desire to produce and sell. Like, I have never found one that I like. We have tried so many different renditions and yeah, I'm just not finding one that I like, and they are very expensive. So at this point I'm not working on one, but I'm always keeping my eye open. If my chemist comes up with something that I'm obsessed with, then I would pull the trigger. But no, at this point, it's not my first priority. What does your current routine look like? So right now, I am using the ZO pigment control every morning and every night. That's because, well, I bought it and it was like $130. So I'm like, let me use this shit. It has hydroquinone, 4% hydroquinone in it. It is prescription strength. And you can only use hydroquinone for a couple months out of the year. So when I buy it, I like to use it all at once because it's better to be used in like a concentrated time frame. Okay, the next area I go is right under the bone. I forget the name of this bone now. But right here, I like to, is that my child? Was that literally my child? I like to go right under this bone here and like lift everything up. There's a muscle, there's several muscles under here obviously. So you're just training these muscles to go up and it just feels so amazing. See? I just like go up there. There's a muscle under here though that like connects to the jawline, and that if you massage it, it helps to release like any tension there, which would create jowls, which are not cute. So yeah, I like to just go under here and push this up like all under here. My current routine, so that's what my current routine looks like. It looks like at night, double cleansing, obviously, and then applying the ZO pigment control, and then applying the barrier serum and moisturizer. And in the morning, I usually apply the barrier serum right out of the shower and then apply the pigment control on top. And then I follow with sunscreen. I don't know why I do it that way, but that's just the way I do it. Oh, because you know why? Because I'm obsessed with trapping the water in my skin out of the shower. It's like I have like a phobia of not trapping the water in my skin. So I literally, like, I didn't do that today. I actually didn't do it today, and I had anxiety about it because like, well, it's just something I've become accustomed to doing for I don't know how many years now. I literally don't know. It's so many years I can't even count. Because I always knew if you don't do that, then the water evaporates from your skin and takes water from your skin into the air. So yeah, like that's what my current routine looks like. I love doing the jaw. Oh my God, the jaw is so fun. And then you hold it back here. So did that answer the question? My routines? That's my routine. I mean, my routine is always changing. If you have followed me for any length of time, you have definitely gathered that. I am just focusing on that pigment control because I had the soft wave treatment, so that's why it was recommended to me in the first place. If you are prone to hyperpigmentation or melasma, which I am because I'm Irish, and so yeah, the shit just like pigment comes out. And I used to sunbathe a lot. I even worked in a tanning salon. Like I worked in a tanning salon when I was like 18, and it was the best ever. I freaking love tanning. I swear I have a heart scar. Did you guys ever wear those stickers? My tanning salon here actually still like has those stickers. I only go spray tanning there, but I see they have the stickers. I'm like, I can't believe they still manufacture those. It's funny how things stay the same. So yeah, I have literally a heart scar from all the times I used to tan. I have a sunspot right here that I'm working on getting rid of too. And actually I'm gonna get rid of it, I've decided. But this is all to say that that's why I'm using this pigment control, because I had that soft wave treatment, and anytime you do a treatment like that, it's more likely to bring up that type of pigment. And I'm doing a clear and brilliant laser at the end of this month. Same thing. Like I will be more prone to pigment, and therefore using a hydroquinone before a treatment like that is going to help to calm the melanocytes, and melanocytes are like obviously what produce melanin. So yeah, this is just very beneficial for me for multiple reasons. One, because I'm trying to lighten pigment, and two, because I'm trying to prevent pigment when I get these lasers. Anti-aging alternative to retinol. You know what? I'm so bored of like retinol, honestly. I use my encapsulated retinol around my eye, but like I'm just waiting for my body product to come out, because I swear to God I need retinol on my body so bad. As far as retinol, let me not go on a tangent. So she can't tolerate retinol, any type of retinol. Obviously you probably can't tolerate bakuchiol, but like it's not the end of the world. I'm so bored of retinol that like I just don't care. So I just bought a red light mask. This is a great alternative. The Biologique Recherche Lotion P50 1970 is a great alternative to retinol. The Smoothing Toner by PCA Skin is a great alternative to retinol, because obviously there's nothing that's going to do exactly what retinol is going to do for you, but it doesn't matter because there are so many other anti-aging mechanisms. Like after getting this soft wave, like it totally changed my mind about anti-aging treatments in general, which is why I just spent $400 on a red light mask. And by the way, I'm obviously doing my neck. So you go from here and out. Guys, the water is so busy today. Let me show you. If you can even see, like, okay, I wonder if you can even see, like, there's like a boat party going on back here. There's like a bunch of jet skis rolling around. Let me see if I can zoom you in more. No, because this camera sucks at zooming. Retinol alternatives, girl, there are so many retinol alternatives. Like those are all retinol alternatives. So hopefully that answered your question. Okay, on the neck, I like to do a couple different sections too. So I like to obviously do the neck, but then I like to also do the chin. How do you stay happy? Stay happy by not staying in your comfort zone. That's what I think. If I could quantify it, I'd probably say that, because humans are not designed for happiness. They are designed for comfort. We are programmed to seek out comfortable situations, and then when we get those comfortable situations, we are bored and we're not happy. And it's because we're not challenging ourselves. So I think that the way to stay happy is to constantly step outside your comfort zone. For me, having the core belief of a benevolent God and a benevolent universe is very beneficial, because I believe anything that happens, no matter how bad, is like going to work out to my benefit. So I can use the energy of anything that comes into my life for my good, because I have that core belief. So it's like I always manifest for my good. Oh my God, there's like so many boat parties. There's just so many boat parties. So I think having that core belief, if I don't like something, then I get to change it, or I get to learn from it. And if something hurts me, then it's because it's trying to teach me something, and something better is coming along, and something is going to come into my life that's for my good. And if there's something wrong, it's like under my control to fix it. There's always like a root cause and a source if there's something wrong. Like, you know, when you have anxiety or depression, you would never want to label it as, oh, I have anxiety or I have depression. It's more so, I have unhealed trauma that needs to be healed. What is this anxiety trying to teach me? What is this depression trying to teach me? It's always alchemy. It's always alchemizing the situation into a better situation. You know, instead of labeling yourself as having like this disability, like look at it as like a problem that needs to be solved, and then focusing on like things that aiming for happiness, and then knowing what your values are. Like knowing what your values are is important, because I didn't know until I moved here how much I valued community and friendships and family. Like when I moved here and I didn't know anyone, I was like, holy crap, I guess this is a value that I didn't realize was so important to me, that I've always had, and now I don't have here, and now I know that it's important to me. My camera was overheating and I had to grab the rest of my skincare. So it's 3 o'clock and I'm actually like not gonna apply sunscreen. Which means I didn't apply sunscreen at all today, but I'm not going to be out in the sun, and I don't want to. I'm doing my skincare so late because I was filming this video that I don't want to apply sunscreen now and then have to wash my face in a few hours. Is that the right decision? Let me think. Well, I can decide after I apply this what I'm going to do. Originally, I didn't plan on putting sunscreen on, but maybe I will. So while I was on this break, I had this sudden urge to buy an eyebrow stencil. Got these from Amazon. They had my eyebrows are microbladed obviously, but I really want to see how these stencils perform. So this is the Pigment Control and Brightening Cream. You get to see my routine here. 4% hydroquinone and 20% vitamin C. In the morning, I usually put 1 pump, and in the evening, I usually put 2 pumps. So it's a very pasty formula, so I like to just stamp it on. Otherwise, I feel like it doesn't really go on evenly. And they tell you to put this on as the first step, you know, for maximum potency. But obviously, since I did the nuface today, it's not going on as the first step. So many pilling issues. Oh my goodness. I don't even want to put anything on after this because this is so uncomfortable. Look at this. This is disgusting. Oh my God. I'm so disgusted. It's everywhere. It's everywhere. This is so uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna put sunscreen on because like I'm gonna want to wash my face after this nasty. Why is it pilling so much? I don't know. Don't ask me. I think it's because you're supposed to put this before any other serums, and I'm putting it after the serum. Is it even going on my face? Because I feel like it's pilled so much at this point. It's kind of just the nastiest thing ever. Ew. Yeah. I'm going to be washing my face later, so I'm definitely going to put sunscreen on. Okay, I'm going to use the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen because I don't know why. I feel like this one is going to help to melt that product into the skin because it was having such an issue that I just felt like this was going to really assist in the emulsifying of that pasty product. This sunscreen, I don't know why people like it. I really don't. I don't know why people are obsessed with it. It's creamy, and that makes me feel like it's a little greasy, even though it doesn't necessarily leave me greasy. It just makes me feel like it's a little uncomfortable. And it also has freaking like lemon essential oil or grapefruit essential oil. I don't know what the smell is. That's definitely fragrant. Like, is it just because it's $15? Is that why everybody likes it? It's $15 and it's transparent. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. Oh my God. So there's a book too called The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. And it's like the 4 agreements are, I forget now, but I know it's don't take anything personally, be impeccable with your word. Anyways, this is a really good book for learning how to be happy. It teaches you how to be detached. Probably need to read it again. It was like one of the first books I ever read. Actually, I think I remember the first book I read was like Skinny Bitch. Do you guys remember that book? And then there was like something about being on a diet. Definitely bought that when I was like probably 22. I was trying to be skinny. I was not considered skinny in my industry. And now it's like obviously curvy is in, but back then it was not exactly in. I mean, Kim Kardashian was like just coming on the scene, but yeah, modeling agencies didn't care about Kim Kardashian back then. So I was definitely on a diet and starving myself and probably just eating spinach and still being thick. And my agent called me fleshy. She's like, you're just fleshy. And like, we'd have to like weigh in. We'd have to like literally like get weighed in order to get paid. So we'd go in and we'd get weighed and then we'd get our allowance. And it was like, that was the thing. And then after that, like I bought Emotional Intelligence 2.0. And then I bought like the 4 Agreements. I think it was kind of like in that order. So yeah, the 4 Agreements is really good if you are curious on how to be happy. Okay, thank you for the questions. Now I will take my hair down and we'll see what the result is. Is it fucked up? Jinx. Jinx to myself. No, just kidding. It'll go back to normal. See? Voila. I am going to go now. That's all for today. I will see you guys next time.